So this isn't good. I was throwing my topwater. I wasn't even looking at it. I was looking at the graph trying to find some brush piles. And I heard a splash. And I was like, oh yeah. Like sounded like a bass bite. And I looked up and was like, oh no. So I'm not sure how I'm going to deal with this thing. I'm kind of scared of, I can probably stay away from his talons with the long pliers, but I'm not sure about the beak. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. What's up guys? I'm about to take off on a 2-week fishing trip. Got the BFL Regional at Lake Eufaula, followed up by the BFL Regional at Lake of the Ozarks. And I mean, this Tahoe is full. It has everything I own, I think, in it. So hopefully we catch some fish and see if we can qualify for the BFL All-American. That one will keep. That's good. That's more what we're looking for there. 3.5, 4 pounds. You know, all the research I did, I'm sure there's gonna be some fish shallow, but this is a brush pile lake, and it seems like a lot of tournaments, even though at a time of year like this when there's fish probably pushing up shallow, are one on brush piles. So I'm gonna start out idling, looking for brush, and see what we can find. Oh, look, they're busting over there. Thing absolutely choked it. Spotted bass. Not quite. Nice little spotted bass, but I just can't catch the largemouth out here. So I'm out here scanning around for brush piles, and this here is exactly what it looks like on side imaging. They look like on down imaging. That could be a fish in it there. No bait fish around this one though. Seems like I get bit more out of the ones with bait fish on it. There's definitely fish in brush piles. There's also some up shallow. So I'm trying to mix it up a little bit, go from one to the other to see which one's the best. So I'm gonna mark a waypoint on this one here, just scroll over and hit mark, and keep looking, see if we can find some more. Here's what these brush piles look like on Livescope. So you got one piece of standing timber here, other here, and then this parallel tree stuck in the middle. And then right here in the middle, you see there's some fish in there. I don't know if those are crappie, big crappie, or bass. It looks like they should be the size of bass, but they're kind of set up like crappies. So I'm gonna make a couple casts, see if I can catch one of these. Finally got me one. Whatever it was, ate all the pinchers off my tube. Not sure if it was a bass or a gator. So this is where things got weird. It was fairly early in the morning, and I hadn't even turned my camera on yet because I was just idling around mostly. and I picked up my topwater and started throwing it, and this happened. So this isn't good. I was throwing my topwater. I wasn't even looking at it. I was looking at the graph trying to find some brush piles, and I heard a splash, and I was like, oh yeah, like sounded like a bass bite, and I looked up and was like, oh no. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna deal with this thing. I'm kind of scared of, I can probably stay away from his talons with a long pliers, but I'm not sure about the beak. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do here. Oh, there you go. Whew. Well, fellas, it came off. Oh my gosh. So thankfully, one of the times when the bird was trying to take off, the hooks pulled out of it. So that was great. So I sure as heck didn't want to mess with it. But honestly, I think it was an Osprey, but I'm not 100% sure. So I don't know if any of you all know. Let me know what you think it is. I'm not a bird expert, but I think it was an Osprey. Then later in the tournament, I had another bird that wanted to come and pick up my topwater. Like, what's up with the birds down here in Eufaula, Alabama? Don't eat a bird. No. Don't do it. What's up with these birds around here? Bad little spotted bass. Healthy little guy. About 2 pounds. So I've got 3 main patterns heading into the tournament. It's always good to have multiple patterns, especially on a multi-day tournament. You know, you're gonna have different conditions every day. Fish might move, one pattern may not work out at all. But with multi-day tournaments, you have time to transition to another one and still make up ground later in the tournament. So the first pattern is a shallow bite. I have like 2 creeks that I got bit on some shallow stuff, you know, chatterbaits, flipping, frogs. Oh, sneak peek, day 1, they're gonna eat the frog. So that was a lot of fun. Check that out. So, and another one is just brush piles. I mean, Lake Eufaula is a brush pile lake, and there's a lot of brush piles. And honestly, I've struggled to get the bigger bites out of the brush piles. I can catch all kinds of, you know, keeper spots, even 2-pound spots. But getting those bigger bites has been an issue for me there. I know there's bigger ones out there though, so I feel like I can just run a bunch of brush piles and I'll run into them eventually. The third pattern is like running docks, you know, the brush around docks, the docks themselves. There's some fish around those. As long as you get in the docks in the right area, they have to set up right. Generally, like the docks in like the shorter creeks, and they'll be all the way from the mouth all the way to the backs of those. Not all the way in the backs, not like shallow, but you know, like 10 feet. Is a lot of the brush piles out deep I'm fishing offshore are at 10 feet also. So that's the plan for the tournament. And like I said, they eat the frog really good the first day. It's a lot of fun. So check out that video. It'll be coming out here soon. And I appreciate everybody watching. Thanks, and be sure to like and subscribe. Of course, when you subscribe, that helps me produce more content. It doesn't cost you anything, so I would appreciate it if you all would hit that button. Thank you all.